Yeah. What up, what up, what up, what up? Thank y'all for tuning in to Billionaire Radio. I'm your host, Big Arm, the lad with the pad. My co-host over here, he's a star, Lateef Billions. We the infamous Troll Brothers. We make it do what it do. It's the show to make you laugh.
Make you cry.
Make you cry, make you mad. You're like, what these guys talking about? You know, if you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe.
Oh, man, share.
That's right, you got to share. You know, this is episode 26. We thank y'all for taking this ride for us. We're on episode 26. You know, this show is brought to you by an Outfit for You. Outfit for You by Michael Keenan, the family of brands. If you want your business to be successful, make money, you know, my guy Michael Keenan, he is the guy, you know. And he also, you know, what he did with his company is amazing. What he's still doing is amazing. They built many fashion brands that you guys love to wear, such as WSE. I said that right? WESC, Joseph Abboud, Steve Madden, Ralph Lauren, Tommy Hilfiger. And you know, your boy, Sean John, he made it all happen. You guys like watching TV? He's currently wardrobe styling 17 shows right now. So a lot of popular shows you guys like to watch. His team, his company, they're pretty much, as we speak, they're actually wardrobe styling them, such as NCIS, Chicago, Law and Order, Blue Bloods, Magnum PI, SWAT, This Is Us, all the FBI shows. Not a night on TV you're not going to see his stuff. So he has a team of executives that make things happen from entertainment, sports, fashion, you name it. And currently, like I said, he sticks to a plan. You know, he has a plan, he follows it. How do I know? He's currently working on my fashion line, you know, so pretty soon, you know, we're going to see it. I'm excited about it, but it's Michael Keenan at An Outfit for You and outfitforyou.com. And if you guys got some pain, you know, Hinkle Hemp Balm for pain relief, you know, that's his buddy Patty. On that note, we doing what we do, as we always do. Yo, my partner is determined to make me laugh before the show starts. I be trying to hold it in. I be trying to hold it in.
Sound mutation.
You know, but you know I'm excited because my Eagles won.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and I'm going to let you lead off on that because I know you got something to say.
Listen, man. You sure you want to get into the Eagles first? Because...
Yes.
Okay. But you know what happened in the NFL this week.
Eagles, baby. Eagles. EAGLES, Eagles. Let's talk about it because, you know, my team won.
I'm not sold on the coach.
Okay. Thank you.
All.
Talk your talk.
Yeah, I mean, I was watching that game. I was very frustrated. I mean, extremely frustrated. They really ain't had no business winning that game. But I'm going to definitely tell you this. Jalen is not the problem. And the Eagles, they got weapons. They got double tight ends. They got backs, but they don't use them. And every team, leading into that game, every team that played Carolina had a remedy. They came up with the blueprint, and it was running the ball on them. They fast, sideline to sideline. They're a little smaller up front, but they quick. So you got to pound the ball at them. You got to run the ball at them. And our coach just refused to do that.
All right, like I told you before, you can't run the ball if it's not working. You can only run. Listen, when you run the ball and it's not working,
right,
you're losing downs.
Right.
So it's almost like a gamble. It's like what would you gamble with? Would you gamble with? It's all. Look at it from a gamble standpoint. So you're going to pick either a run or a pass play. That's your gamble. You got 4 downs to do it. Technically 3, but 4 downs to do it. Right. So if the run doesn't work, you don't get that 10 yards, you got 2 more chances to do it. So if the run is not working, why would you keep doing it? And that's what happens. The run works, it doesn't work.
Nah,
I don't care what they do when they win. I don't care if they fly. They win the games. I don't care how they do it.
Yeah, but see, you letting the coach off the hook. See, you got to understand something. This is what I'm trying to preach to you. Pressure bust pipes. You know what I mean? It's like I told you, it's like tenderizing meat. You got to keep smacking them, and eventually them bodies going to start getting out the way. Listen, The Eagles, I don't care. You have to have a resemblance, some type of resemblance of a run, or you make your offense one-dimensional. If you're one-dimensional, I know how to play you.
They're not one-dimensional.
They are one-dimensional.
They're far from one-dimensional.
Listen, if all I know you're going to do is pass the ball, I'm going to stay in my dime package. You're never going to get me to go out my dime package.
A dime package is trash. It only works for...
Oh, my goodness.
A dime package is trash. That only works for if the game is on the line and you're trying to keep them from throwing deep. A dime practice... First of all, a dime practice... A dime...
package.
Yeah, dime package. You actually take away the actual linebacker.
They don't need linebackers if you're not running the ball. What they need linebackers for if you're not running the ball? The linebackers is supposed to go in the gap. When you double team the nose guard in the end, it leaves lanes, it leaves openings. So they supposed to shoot the gap. When a double team come, linebackers shoot the gap. But if you're not running the ball, I'm gonna bring in extra DBs. That's why the Eagles ain't scored to the fourth quarter. You're trying to pass against a passing defense.
All right, so we gotta understand. Carolina had one of the top defenses in the NFL. So you gotta understand that. So that's why the score was so low. They have a good defense, and the Eagles found a way to win that game.
Dallas put up 40 on them.
So
it's another team that put up 40 on them. You know why? Because they ran the ball at them. You got to run the ball on them. You have to have a resemblance of the run, or your offense is one-dimensional. What you think happened last night in the Baltimore Ravens game? Did you watch the Thursday night game last night? You can't
skip the Baltimore. That was a great game. Why do you like to do that, man? If we on the Eagles, let's stick to the Eagles, man.
I mean, ain't much to talk about.
There's a lot to talk about.
All we gonna talk about is that fourth quarter.
I know, but you can't. But then at the end of the day, we won the game. It's all that matters.
I'm happy for the win. I'm really happy for the win.
Let's talk about the defense. Let's talk about the 3 interceptions.
Oh, yeah, defense played.
That's what I'm
defense
saying.
balled
Darius
out.
Slay got 2 interceptions.
Yeah, defense balled out.
Exactly. You skipped all of that.
Yeah, but you know, Sam Darnold good for that. He good for 3 picks.
He's good for 3 picks? He's good for 3 picks?
He good for 3 picks. But what I'm saying is the Eagles' defense looked really good. I think the defensive linemen, and they saying this has never been done before, but they front 4, all of them had 6 hurries, quarterback hurries in that game. So that's 24 quarterback hurries just by the front 4, 6 apiece.
But also keep in mind, the Eagles have a problem with penalties. So Devontae Smith had a touchdown call back, and I told you he's always open.
Right, again.
He's always open.
Yeah.
He's one of the greatest route runners right now in the NFL this season.
Well, they're not a disciplined team, and that's where we go back to the coach.
Great.
They're not very disciplined.
Great.
And, I mean, his game plan is mediocre at best. I mean,
you say that every week.
I mean, it's bland. His game plan is always bland to me. He don't have no creativity. Wow. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm going to stay with the Eagles, but when you watch these other teams, I mean, why?
All right, fine. You want to come off the Eagles so bad.
I don't. I really don't.
Yes, you do.
I really don't.
You want to come off go to Seattle and Rams. Let's go in order. Thursday night football. No, Seattle and Rams.
Hold up.
Let's go in order.
No, let's start with John Gruden getting fired.
That's like, no.
You want to wait on that?
Yeah. We talking about the game right now.
All right, Seattle and the Rams, I told you that Seattle's the same team. All they did was, put up some sheetrock, a little spackle.
Right.
They didn't do nothing really good with that football team. That's why Russell Wilson wanted to leave. He wanted them to, put something better around him. I know he's getting paid, but they need to put a better team around Russell.
Seattle lost that game.
They wasting his talent.
If Russell don't get hurt, Seattle wins that game.
I doubt it.
See, if Russell don't, do you know what the score was? It wasn't even that big of a score.
Man, Stafford started cooking. What are you talking about?
One big of a score, man.
I know they scored 28 or more.
26-17, man. One of the big score, man.
I don't know, man.
And keep in mind, Russell got hurt.
I know his finger. He out for at least
4 games.
They said he'd be back week 10.
I mean, I don't know what week. He said he's trying to come back early. But
do you know Russell Wilson never missed an NFL game in his NFL career?
I know. Now it happened. It finally happened.
And they had Geno come in the game. Geno was all right.
Geno played solid.
Yeah, Geno was cooking
until the interception.
But their defense is it's Seattle defense. I don't like watching it because it's just night and day compared to what they used to be. and I don't know what that's about. I don't know if it's the draft picks or how they do it, but I'm gonna tell you who know how to draft. Baltimore know how to draft.
Listen, we got one more team to go when we get to Baltimore, man. We got one more.
All right.
We got one more game. We got to shout out Matthew Stafford with his 365 yards. We got to shout out the boy Woods at 100-something yards.
Cleveland and your other squad, your ghost squad, the Chargers. That was a good game too. 47-43. They almost put up 100 points.
It's a great game.
Yeah.
But Tampa Bay and Miami. Woo, baby.
Oh, come on. We ain't even talking about
how we going to not talk about that?
Listen, like I said, Tom Brady and the history, and listen, Tom Brady whole career in New England, in his division, he never faced a franchise quarterback. I hate when Tom Brady go up against non-quarterback teams. Brady's so great, but the other team ain't got no arms, man. That's like going in the ring with no arms if you ain't got a quarterback.
So all these games, because they're 4-1.
He played a team with no quarterback. Okay. He don't get no merits for that.
All right.
Yeah, man, they starting quarterback was hurt, and he a rookie.
So he had 411 yards passing.
Tom Brady
5 touchdowns.
Beats up on the bad teams.
5 touchdowns.
He beats up on the bad teams. Okay, he could beat the bad teams. All right, good.
Antonio Brown.
I saw that.
Okay.
That was a nice slant. The ball was on the money.
And Antonio Brown,
he took it to the house.
The fastest receiver to get 900 receptions. So we got to give him that credit.
Yeah.
He balling.
Yeah, he got a nice little land, but I look at.
And he got 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, as a offensive piece, he a Lambo. As an offensive piece, he's a Lambo. He's a Lamborghini.
Right.
So it ain't like Tom ain't got no pieces out there. The GOAT.
I like when you say that, man.
The GOAT.
I like when you say
but
that.
But I tell you what, he not winning Thursday night. We already lost 2 home games. We ain't losing 3 in a row.
You're not going to trick me on my own platform. But what we are going to do is going to talk about my other team.
No, hold up. Eagles.
Eagles, right.
Who you got Thursday night?
I got Thursday night.
Eagles.
Tampa Bay got that game.
And you call yourself an Eagles fan.
I'm an Eagles fan, but they're not going to be Tampa Bay. They're not that good right now. They're still getting better. They're a team development.
I'm so disappointed.
But I'm a realist. I'm an Eagles fan, die hard, but I tell you when they're going to win, when they're not going to win.
I can't
Every week I tell you that.
I can't believe you got that Billionaire Radio shirt on talking like that, bro.
Well, just because you're a Dallas Cowboy fan and you claim it's your second team.
You're like a kid. You're like a little kid.
You started. You just said. So is Dallas
Eagles
Cowboys
winning Thursday night?
Is Dallas Cowboys your second team? Not no more? Who your second team now?
Baltimore Ravens.
Okay. We know that's my other team. Mm-hmm. What's your third team?
My third team, Cardinals.
What's your fourth team?
Fourth team, Seattle.
You look at everybody winning. You're going to say anybody but the
Rams
Cowboys.
next.
So
Rams next.
In the beginning of the season, you said, I can have 2 teams in America. It's my right. And now you're saying Cowboys not your other team?
No, I like the Chargers.
Okay. All right, Thursday is going to be a good game. But Eagles don't have a defense that's going to stop Tampa Bay putting up 400 points.
The Eagles are not losing another home game. So I don't know what Tampa's plans are, but I hope it's to lose.
Hey, listen, I hope Eagles do.
They're not coming out with a win.
I hope Eagles do win. Mm-hmm. I don't really think they're going to win, but.
And I noticed the game Tom Brady going to get dirty because we ain't got no problem with hitting him and trying to break his neck. We not like the rest of the league, and we treat him like a porcelain, something you put on your mantelpiece or something.
All right, so
we're gonna try to break his neck.
So let's go to Baltimore Ravens.
No.
Let's go to Baltimore Ravens.
All right.
Now go ahead and have your moment now. Lamar Jackson, they came back.
Listen,
22
man,
points, took it to overtime.
Before I get to Lamar, that team could draft. I mean, they put athletes on the field. I mean, all over the place. They put athletes, and they put players on the field that they literally build in a laboratory. They be projects. Like they might have been an offensive lineman, they turned into a defensive lineman. They might be a defensive lineman, they turned into a fullback. Listen, their whole secondary was demolished by injuries. They 4-1. They should be 5-0.
Who they lose to again? Beginning of the season, right? Okay, but Lamar Jackson had 442 yards. So,
Passing.
Right.
Passing.
Right.
He was out there throwing darts.
And 4 touchdowns.
He was out there throwing darts.
But he didn't do it till fourth quarter. Did
But
you realize
know,
that?
Yeah, but
he did all this for 22 points fourth quarter, took it to overtime.
But did you realize that that team came in there wanting to take the run away, wanting to take their strength away, which was the run?
They didn't have 100 yards rushing.
But they still rushed the ball.
Eagles rushed the ball too.
I think they had 98 yards rushing. If not 100, they probably had 101 yards rushing.
They didn't get 100.
Because Lamar, when they was at 59, Lamar ran. Yeah, Lamar. Yeah. They had like over 100 yards rushing. Yeah, they did.
No,
but they kept rushing the ball.
He didn't. The leading running back had 40 yards, but he had 160 yards receiving.
You have to give the you have to give the illusion.
Yeah.
You have to give the illusion.
Yeah. You know, all you gotta say about the great Baltimore Ravens?
Oh, I'm talking about Lamar.
Lamar Jackson?
Special, man.
He's definitely special. He's definitely special.
All they talk about is what he can't do. A lot has to do with the color of his skin. And all they talk about is what he can't do because he don't look the part. You know what I'm saying? He don't look the part. You know what I mean? He look like he a Crip or a Blood. And he out there balling. So
he looks like a Crip or a Blood.
That's what he out there looking like to them.
How does he look at Crip? How do you get that analogy? I never heard that till today.
I'm talking about the braids, the bandanas, and all that type stuff.
So that's
his lifestyle.
That's how he looks.
They think he a thug, but he's just a really good football player.
He could play the game.
Man, I ain't never seen nothing like him. When Michael Vick first said, "Yo, he better than me," I was like, "Better than Vick? Who could be better than Vick at what Vick do?"
Mike Vick didn't get a Super Bowl ring.
So?
You know that counts. If you don't get that Super Bowl ring, then it's
heavy. A lot of good players ain't get that Super Bowl ring. Revisiting this conversation again?
Forever. As long as the game is still played. If you're not getting a ring, if you don't have a ring, it really doesn't matter what you do.
So Dan Marino was a bum.
I didn't use the word bum. He didn't get a ring, though. He didn't get a ring. He's definitely not a bum, but he didn't get a ring.
Ah, man.
You know, but the NFL had a lot going on this weekend.
Definitely.
You know, and you want to talk about what's going on with the whole John Gruden thing. For all of us that don't know, and here's the interesting thing. When everything was happening, I said, he needs to get fired. I said, there's no way he can stay. He has to get fired.
Right.
And he got fired.
Yeah, it wasn't no way he could get.
He got fired.
Wasn't no way around it. But my thing is, now you got to start looking at his friends and people that his circle, you know, people he hang out with, people he been around. Because, I mean, birds of the feather flock together. So
yeah, not when it comes to that.
I don't know, bro.
I won't, because you can't say, because he had private emails that he sent, you know, and he actually said that, you know, the guy lips look like the Michelin tire, which is pretty, you know, inappropriate, you know, because this is back. He wasn't even a coach at the time. He was working as an ESPN analyst.
Right.
So let's think about that. They actually, so the Wall Street Journal went back since 2011 emails. Like, they actually go back to your emails that far. Like, if you piss somebody off,
when you get caught.
No, but
so what community? I'm gonna tell you this: the problem. What community did he disrespect for it to go this far? The same thing Dave Chapelle going through right now. And what community is that?
Yeah, but
it got a lot to do with it. It got a lot to do with it, bro. Has a lot to do with it.
No,
you can, in this country, you cannot hurt the feelings of the happy people. You just can't do it. A lot of people lose their jobs over disrespecting the happy people.
But that wasn't the part that got him fired.
Well, what part got him fired?
It was the racial stuff that got him fired. That's what everybody was talking about, the racial. And of course, they added.
He said some very.
They added different. It was 650,000 emails.
Right.
Like, yo, who go? I gotta be really mad at you. You know what? I gotta really hate you and be mad at you for me to take my time and go through 650,000 emails and send them to the Raiders and to investigate.
Well, you had to. I mean, that's like the whistleblower.
But they found a few emails, right? But they went through 650,000. The Wall Street Journal was the one that, like,
because it's huge, man.
But this is 2011. Like, so you gotta think about it.
Right.
Who did he piss off?
Right.
That they say, you know what, we're gonna go all the way back to your emails. Because that just doesn't happen. Something had to happen because who would know? This is 2021. Who would know that I'm still scratching my head? Like, who was the person that said, listen, you know what? I'm gonna go through all your emails.
They went back 4 years, right?
No, 2011.
Oh, they went back all the way to 2011. But I know they was mainly talking about the last 4 years.
It was 2011.
Bro.
2011, all this surfaced. Then they started researching everything else. But, like, what happened 2011? It was almost like somebody had dirt on him and just held it. And then they met, and he must have didn't stick to an agreement.
I don't know who he pissed off.
That's what I'm trying to say.
But the owner really wanted him there.
Right.
And he still got a lot of money, guaranteed money, that I think automatically gets erased.
Yeah, probably
millions of dollars that gets erased. Because if he ain't got it, then it ain't getting transferred. I can tell you that now.
I know. I'm just sitting like
he just voided that contract heavy.
And so and the guy that he actually disrespected, you know, he's part of the NFL Players Association. He's the one that negotiated the 2011 the lockout when the whole collective bargaining. He helped them come to an agreement. He was a litigation lawyer, and he was like from DC. I mean, he was pretty much working with the DA in DC. He was a very powerful guy who he offended. So there was no way he was going to survive this. It was like they just hired somebody just to go through his emails. So,
but he offended a lot of people though. Not just that guy.
But that was the main thing.
Why? Because he got power?
Nah, because he sent the email back and forth, and he wasn't a coach. But that was the main thing. If you look at all the articles, that's what everybody's highlighting. They're highlighting that right there.
Right.
They said there was some sexist things, homophobic things as well, but the main thing was the guy who he offended. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
I think the main thing is the fact that he got fired and John Gruden is no longer the coach of the Raiders. And this is the beginning of the season. We only 5 weeks in. And he got fired. They trying to say he resigned, but he didn't resign. He got fired.
No, he did resign. They gave him a chance to resign. Mark Davis gave him a chance to resign. Wow. You know, it's like you save face. It's like, listen, we won't let you.
He ain't save face. He got fired.
No, he resigned.
Okay. Wow.
He would have got fired.
Okay.
But he resigned. But, you know, even Randy Moss was upset. He was crying on SportsCenter.
Now, come on, man. Why was Randy Moss crying? Can somebody explain that?
Before you make this comment, did you hear what Randy Moss said?
No, I didn't.
Okay, that's why he was crying, because he actually explained why he was crying, because of what he went through in college, and it was like, you know, it was him playing football. He went through a civil situation. It was a racial situation, and he if you can go back and read that history, follow up on that, and he was saying how they became so far in the NFL in progress, and to see that these coaches that people look up to, you know, and it just like reverted us back to going backwards in all the strides that we made. So it hit home for him because he went, you know, remember he played at Marshall, you know, so he went through a lot of racial situations when he played football. He talked about that.
I don't think his times was as hard as Warren Moon, but yeah, I think when he was coming out, I mean that's understandable. You know, the bullying, probably the emails, probably the text messages, probably the spray paint on your wall, probably the out in public disrespect. Yeah, I understand. But, I mean, I don't know if it's a crying situation. Maybe he did that for TV, you know. But we all been through it.
I ain't been through
that. And I ain't think about crying.
I haven't been through that. If I've been through that, you're reading on the news. I'm punching somebody getting punched in the face. Like you're not going to be able to disrespect me, and I gotta walk with. I'm gonna take that fine. aggravated assault charge, but I've never been racially disrespected. Ever.
No, man.
So, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying that I disrespect people anyway, and I'm saying I'm a tough guy, but I'm gonna take that L. You gonna get punched in the face. I feel better that way. You know.
Yeah, I don't think it was a crying moment, but I mean, it's all good.
I think it was. It was a crying
he
moment.
in front of the camera.
He's not the only one that cried. He cried. They cried. Everybody. It was an emotional moment.
Come on, man. What they crying for? Just explain to me what they crying for.
Do you know who? Do you understand who John Gruden was to the NFL?
Oh man, not John Gruden, man. I've been wanting him fired as the Raiders coach anyway.
But remember, John Gruden, when he was with NFL, he helped a lot of players over the years. When they first came in, their rookie year, Carson Wentz was one of them. He had, John Gruden's camp. A lot of these players, you know what I mean? So that's what it came from. It's like, you actually are this guy, which goes to show you never know who people are behind closed doors. That's a whole nother story.
Chucky. We call him Chucky. And I think Mock is next.
Who?
The general manager for the Raiders.
Nah, not at all.
Yeah, he next.
Why do you think
he got
next?
tendencies? He got tendencies. You know what I mean? He got tendencies. The way he talk, you can hear it. Just read between the lines. You can figure some of them cats out, but they protected. They really protected by a lot of different things.
You're making a huge assumption.
Nah, it's fact.
You said you could figure these cats out by the way they talk.
Yep. Just the vibe and the word usage and how they carry themselves. Automatically they going back home, letting out the roosters.
I can't stand on that one, man. I can't stand on that one. But listen, all right, so what I want to talk about.
Dave Chapelle?
Stop trying to be me. This guy. This is what I got to deal with this guy. Dave Chapelle. No. We're going to talk about the trilogy.
All right, what's that?
Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury.
I ain't getting into that.
You have to.
You gonna make me get in that garbage?
I'm gonna say something you don't like.
What's that?
Tyson Fury is one of the greatest heavyweight boxers of all time.
No, he not.
How is he not? He's 31-0. How is he not?
He 31-0. He lost a fight to the bull.
No, he didn't. They tied.
Nah.
The first one was a tie. Before that, he was undefeated. He's still undefeated right now.
He beat him. He ain't undefeated. He beat him.
Who beat him?
The guy he fought the other night.
Tyson Fury, not Deontay Wilder. Tyson Fury. The Gypsy King.
You talking about the one that just knocked the ball out the other night?
Tyson Fury, the tall white guy.
He lost the fight. He lost the fight.
No, he didn't. Stop it. He didn't.
Yes, he lost the fight to Wilder. He did. He lost.
Gosh, man.
He was on the canvas, man.
Listen.
He was on the canvas. He was bloody. He was out for the count. I saw it with my eyes, man. I saw it with my eyes.
And then you woke up.
No, he's not undefeated. He's just not undefeated.
Oh, gosh, man. Why? I can't even save you on the show when you do this publicly. They fought 3 times. The first time was a draw. Mm-hmm. The second time, Wilder said, the actual, whatever costume had my legs tired and the helmet, and Wilder lost the second fight.
I saw you post it. I saw it on your Instagram post.
I'm glad you saw it.
But why are you so interested in that?
Because it was a great. I love boxing. My dad had me watching boxing since Larry Holmes and Jerry Cooney days. Like I'm big on boxing. You know what I mean? I always been big on boxing.
You watch the Young Boy? You watch Tank?
We don't care about Tank. We're talking about Fury right now.
Don't care about Tank.
That was the best.
You care about
that was the best trilogy. First of all,
you don't care about Davis, but you care about.
Did you watch the fight? Did you watch the fight?
I wasn't interested.
See, you missed one of the best fights in 10 years. That's one of the best heavyweight fights in 10 years.
I mean, heavyweight fighting ain't what it used to be.
That fight
when
was.
Tyson and Holyfield and them was boxing.
That fight was. All right, so because you missed the fight, let me tell you what happened.
Right.
The third round.
Right.
The third round.
Third round.
Tyson Fury knocked down Deontay Wilder.
Okay.
Fourth round. Deontay Wilder knocked Tyson Fury down.
Okay.
Twice.
Okay.
Now after that, they was rumbling, and Fury was mopping the floor with him. And the 10th round, he knocked him down again. Fury knocked down Wilder again. In the 11th round, he just basically put him to sleep. Like Wilder fell against the rope. He hit him so hard. He was so conditioned.
I ain't see that.
I know. I gotta send it to you.
No, I saw some of it, but I saw the part when both of them was dead tired.
Tyson Fury was never tired the whole fight.
Either one of them would have got hit with one of them things, they would have went bye-bye. They would have went sleep. They would have went sleep.
Tyson Fury was never tired the whole fight. That's why I was impressed. He went up to 277 pounds. There's never been a heavyweight fighter that big fight. 277 pounds at 6'9".
Everybody go to sleep.
and
he went night. Everybody go night.
And hold on, Deontay Wilder was 6'6".
Right.
6'6", 6'7", pretty much.
Right.
And 200, I think it was 238 pounds, something like that. And he fought a good fight. I got a lot of respect for Deontay Wilder for this fight, though. Like before, I couldn't stand Deontay Wilder.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I told everybody that he wasn't going to be able to beat him. He's never going to be able to beat him. Like Fury is just a nightmare for everybody because he doesn't have any muscles.
Right.
He just knows how to fight. He just knows how to box.
He just.
Yeah. I wish you would have saw. I was going to make you watch the fight. I said, "There's no way he's not watching this fight. This is the best heavyweight fight because it's the third. It's the trilogy. Everyone says it. Even ESPN, they said it was like one of the top 5 trilogies of history of boxing.
I never watched one of those fights. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just thought heavyweight boxing was over with. You know, I mean, I've been watching.
Well, it's not that it's over with. It's for an American because Deontay Wilder was the last hope of an American boxer we had. But
oh, really?
But he got better. Now, if he actually lets Mayweather train him, which he didn't let Mayweather train him, and he gets conditioning together, he'll be able to probably beat Fury. Other than that, he can forget about it. Fury is in shape. I don't know how he's in shape at 277 pounds.
He'll box him again because he's confident that he can beat him.
He don't want to fight that guy again.
Why not?
He beat the will out of him.
I gotta go see. We got cut back and we gotta go see. I'm gonna check it out. You know what I mean?
I have to send it to you, but
like I said, I wasn't following it, so
yeah,
I don't know.
That's something you should have seen. Just because you're in podcasting now, you got to be in the mix of everything. So that's my fault for not sending it to you. I should have made sure, or we could have watched the fight together. I don't know.
You missed a good. I'm a Davis fan. You know what I mean? I like Tank. I mean, he got me watching boxing again. The young boy got me watching.
He's
boxing.
115 pounds.
133 pounds.
Gosh, man.
I think he's 5'4", maybe 5'6", something like that. 5'6", 133. Monster.
You think he's a monster?
Monster.
133 pounds?
Man, he hit hard. Man.
Can he beat you in a fight?
I doubt it, but he hit hard.
How you know he can't beat you in a fight, man?
He probably way faster than me. I'm probably going to have to grab him and throw him around. But I probably can't stand toe-to-toe with him with all that speed. I'm probably going to have to power. I'm going to have to, as long as he don't catch me on the chin.
If he hit you
I doubt it.
He's not punching hard enough to drop you.
No, I don't know.
It's definitely not going to happen.
He a professional. He was taking them boys out with body shots to the stomach. Like,
so you watched the Tank fight?
Man, I watched like 11 of them.
You watched his last fight?
I didn't watch the last fight.
Are you a boxing fan?
I like boxing. I can't say I'm a boxing fan.
Okay.
I used to be a fan of boxing. I used to be. You know what I mean? But he brought me back. He got me back watching again.
So what made you stop
inspired
boxing?
me.
What made you
Matter
stop
of fact,
boxing?
he inspired me to the point where I want to go back to the gym.
So what made you stop watching boxing?
It just got, how can I say it? It got robotic. It got predictable, and it got real political.
So
a lot of the boxers that I like to see went into football or basketball or another sport.
So what was your favorite or the last time you watched boxing? What match was it, did you say you saw that you said I'm done with this? I can't be watching this no more.
I never reached that point. I'm a Bernard Hopkins fan for sure, and I watched all the Bernard Hopkins and Mayweather fights, But when I start watching the heavyweight fights, that's what turned me away from boxing.
That turned you away because
Yeah.
we didn't have any heavyweights.
None at
So
all.
when Deontay Wilder came in as a heavyweight, you didn't watch him at all.
Nah, because I was already away from it. So
Okay.
I was so turned off by it. Russians and all these other Poland and all these other cats.
So when America lost the WBC and lost the title pretty much, and they took it overseas, that's when you was done.
I
with
was
it.
done with it, man.
Okay.
What is this? I was like, what is this?
You know.
You know what I mean?
So let's talk about what you want to talk about.
Let's do this.
That's the. Not yet. I want to do the Dave Chapelle thing, man.
You want to do Dave Chapelle?
I want to do the Dave Chapelle thing, man.
All right. So
Because
Dave Chapelle,
did you watch the actual Dave Chappelle special?
I'm going to. I've been because I got so much going on. You know what I've been doing? Trying to get in this car and everything, get things right.
I know, but what?
I want to be comfortable when I watch it.
I'm just saying. So you don't know what's
I've
going
been watching all the turmoil
How do you bring up Dave Chappelle? You didn't watch the special.
because I've been watching all the backlash and
But
stuff like
You
that.
didn't watch the special.
No, I didn't.
So
I
you,
ain't
have,
watched the
so
special.
you have no clue what's going on or what they're talking about because you didn't see what they're talking about. So you're going.
I
off
know
right
exactly what they talking about.
All right, what they talking about?
They talking about They talking about the transgender thing that where he was like talking about the transgenders. So I saw that part.
I mean, so Dave Chappelle's a comedian, and I feel like comedians should be able to say what they want to say because it's just comedy, and they've been doing it since the Red Fox days, since Richard Pryor days. I mean,
Right.
even your boy Eddie Murphy was, he had gay jokes and things like that.
Right.
And
Right.
so now Dave Chappelle, and he pretty much didn't really. He actually gave props because he said he had a friend that was transgender.
And he let his friend open up his show.
Yeah.
And
Just open up
after
the show.
all this, the friend jumped off the building and killed herself.
Right.
Well, herself.
Well, the transgender killed, themselves because
Of the backlash.
they was defending Dave Chappelle.
And there's a lot of them
on
still
Twitter or something like
defending
that,
Dave.
on Twitter.
They still defending him.
but Netflix is trying to, they
Nope.
had meetings trying to cancel him.
But they didn't.
So they had transgenders that work at Netflix that just got suspended because they
3 of them.
They actually came into the meeting.
And they went against. They put out stuff against Netflix about the situation. I thought they got fired, so they got suspended. There was 3 of them.
They got suspended.
Okay, but Dave is still with Netflix. That's not gonna happen.
You don't think so?
It's not. It's already been. It's out there already.
But I think Dave Chappelle is a genius at what he does because he's so controversial.
Right.
On purpose, he's controversial. Like he
Right.
knows exactly what he's doing to spark up. Because all it does is make his ticket sell. Everybody wants to see what is Dave Chappelle saying.
What did he say that was so wrong though?
Well, and that, according to their community, it was he was being just talking about him made them. It was like not to quote what he said because I don't remember everything he said, but
I remember what he said.
Like any comedian.
You want to hear what he said? I can tell you what he said.
Well, that's different parts, but I mean, you love to say it, huh? All right, come on, man. Just because you love it to say it, you're excited about saying it. Go ahead and tell me what Dave Chappelle said.
He said,
The drum rolls. Billionaire Radio gets banned. We're canceled.
clean up on aisle 4.
We can't get canceled.
I would clean it up though.
We can't get canceled anyway.
No, we ain't canceling our own show.
The world love us, so we can't get canceled. We got the strongest supporters backing us. We just gotta.
He said,
Say it.
He said, that don't taste like cookie juice. It might taste like beet juice, but it don't taste like cookie juice. Because we all know that ain't cookie.
You think that was the part that got him upset?
Yes.
Nah, I think it was another part.
He said, because he really demeaned their.
No, but that wasn't the part that they was highlighting when he said the thing that was disrespectful. That wasn't the part that they highlighted.
That not being real wasn't disrespectful?
that's him telling the joke, of course, but that wasn't the part that everybody was saying was the part that made him. So,
oh, well, then I'm gonna need to go back and watch the show. Then.
I told you that, man. Yeah, I told you. Yeah, watch it. Like,
yeah, but listen, hey, man. I mean, they get. Another thing he said is something about how you can about the thing with Baby, and whereas somebody actually got murdered and killed, and didn't do anything to his career, but you say something bad about the happy people, then now it's a problem.
You know what? I don't know why it's such a big deal with the sensitivity of the happy people, because and it's just called the LGBTQ community, because I work with them. I know a bunch of them.
Right.
A lot of them aren't punks or soft. So,
right.
So I'm like, why are they making it look like that community is soft? It's not a soft community at all. You know what I mean? A lot of them will punch your face, punch you right in the face. And a lot of them can actually fight.
Yeah, but I mean, I just think they taking some things overboard. I mean, I don't got nothing against them, to each his own. But I mean, like they getting a little out of hand with it, Like one of the transgenders said, like the person that Dave Chapelle gave an opportunity to, the community didn't give them that opportunity.
Oh, he said her jokes were terrible and she bombed. So if you watch the special, he's pretty much saying that she was horrible, and he didn't know she was horrible because she said she was a comedian, and
he still gave her an opportunity.
Right, he gave her an opportunity.
I don't see them giving nobody any opportunities.
He kept giving her opportunity, but he said after the show, when they hung out backstage, she had him cracking up. He said, "Oh my God, you are funny." He says, "You just had." He said, "You just need help with your joke." He says, "You know what? I can help you." That's kind of what happened.
Yeah, but he like I said, he still gave her the opportunities. I mean, so it is what it is. But I just think they're a little sensitive. No matter how hard you might think they may be, I never ran across one that could fight. But I mean, it is what it is.
You never ran across one that could fight. So you know a lot of them.
I don't say I know a lot. I never said I know a lot of them. I said I came across them.
So how you know if they can fight?
And they all seem soft to me.
But how did you know? How you know they can fight if you never seen them fight?
Because I almost had to punch a few of them in their mouth.
You almost had?
Almost had to.
Let me tell you.
And I put them in their place.
Okay. So the physical altercation didn't happen?
If it would have happened, I'm 100% confident I would have won.
Well, that's because you're not a fight, period. And it doesn't matter who you fight. That's what I mean? So that's a different. I'm saying.
But I'm just saying, they got their situation.
If they'd have punched you in the face, boy, yeah.
You would have posted it.
Lateef Billions gets punched by the LGBTQ community.
Got whooped. Get up, Teef.
Cause they may hit
Get up, Teef.
Because they may hit you with a hill. It may hit you with a hill and your face be leaking.
Nah, look, I ain't got nothing against nobody, but I'm just saying, like, just keep that over there. Don't try to, bring it to people that ain't in that area or in that community. If a man out in that community, don't even try to, come in the area. Like, don't try to invest. It ain't gonna happen anyway. So why waste your time?
Well, I think Dave Chappelle's funny. I think the comedy specials was amazing, and I don't see where he offended anybody than any other comedian offended anybody else. They just telling jokes, and they hitting different communities. So I don't think he left any community out. And
Dave good at what he do.
No, he's great at what he do.
Dave, listen. Like I said, I want to be comfortable when I watch the show. I am going to watch it.
I don't even know what that is, man. That was one of those like you just played the wrong line.
I'm trying to stay on subject, man, but we got so much to talk about.
I know. You trying to interrupt me. I said, listen, keep the flow going right now. Like, unless you really want to, like, why you want to stop the flow? Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, my goodness.
We got to do it make sense. But no, you can come off topic. I would just say, my whole thing was saying that whenever we're doing our sports segment,
right,
I don't want to bounce around to different teams because then it looks inconsistent when we're doing it.
Why? Because we talking sports. We gotta cover the whole. We gotta cover the whole spectrum.
No, but what I'm saying
not
is
just Eagles.
No, what I'm saying is
95 point. The Fanatic. This ain't that.
That's not what I'm
this
saying.
Ain't that.
It's not what I'm saying. It's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if we change to that team, then that's the team we gotta talk about.
Okay.
And that means that if we didn't get finished talking about the team, we can't go back to it because now we're on another topic. It's just like when you come into the bar, or you come into the barbershop, and everybody talking, and somebody change, and you have something to say, and you waiting your turn, and then someone change the subject, and then they talking about something. Exactly. You see what I'm saying?
I thought about that. Boy, I've been waiting. Now you want to talk about bananas?
Right. I'm sitting there trying to talk about.
Can I get my?
Right.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Yeah, that's why I'm like.
I feel you on that.
We can't just do that because it's like, all right, we can't go back. But you want to stay on top.
But we be chewing through this clock.
What was the fist pounding for though?
Because it came to my mind. It came to my mind quick about R. Kelly, but now we ain't even got to use R. Kelly. On
Something happened to R. Kelly?
He getting ready to tell on everybody.
I told y'all that.
Here he go.
2 shows ago. I said it was racketeering charge.
Right.
So racketeering mean, and he's the kingpin of racketeering. So it's the same thing they do with the mafia and any organized crime.
Right.
So they're looking at it as an organized crime unit. I mean, it's an umbrella. It's a whole bunch of people.
Right.
Remember I said, like Nino Brown, he said, everybody going down. Everybody going down.
So is he under protective custody? Because when you start talking like that ahead of time, they try to get to you. They try to touch you before you could testify.
Well, when you're in that position, they always protect you.
Oh, okay.
When you get locked up, and it's now it's your turn.
Because I know he's trying to get some time off his sins.
But he's going to bring down what we're going to see. What I was saying is about that. We're going to see the parents.
Right.
We're going to see the managers. We're going to see the accountants. We're going to see everybody that's involved.
Okay.
He's going to tell that part. And that's why they said racketeering.
I can't wait.
Because they had to have enough information already. So when they sat there and they did the investigation and they brought him down in the Fed charges, they titled it racketeering.
Okay.
So that's what made everybody go, oh, snaps, racketeering.
Okay.
So that means everybody about to fall down. But also, some people are protected because they took deals to testify against them.
Oh, okay.
So they testified first already.
All right.
In the court game, it was like whoever testified first wins.
That's what's up.
So, but what made you think of R. Kelly, though? I don't get that.
You got something juicy?
Huh?
Lad with the pad.
What you... Hey, man.
Hey, lad with the pad. You got something juicy? Throw me the oop. Throw me the oop.
I thought we was going to...
You got a panty dropper? You got a panty dropper?
What is that, man?
A panty dropper.
Why don't you just have your moment right now?
Nah, something about these chicks, man. Give me something. Let's talk about these chicks.
What about the chicks?
Something.
What about I don't want to talk about the chicks every show. I don't want to talk about the chicks every show.
All right. We ain't going to talk about them this show. Well, I'm talking about them next show.
But something that you probably would like.
What?
Not to throw you out there, but I know you like the dumb stuff.
Wow.
Nah,
bro.
No, but listen.
You just did me dirty.
Nah, I didn't.
You threw me under the bus.
All right, check it out. I always throw you under the bus.
All right.
But then I pull you back out the bus, too.
All right, bro.
But, all right, so the Florida deputies found 770 pounds of marijuana.
They did?
They found it in a storage unit. And they saying, whoever is the owner, please come claim it. They said it's a $2 million worth. They said no strings attached. Please come claim it.
Can I just take it back? Lacey, just come pick it up and take it wherever we got it from.
They said we want to separate you so nothing can happen to you.
Just come get it.
And they said you're gonna get your all expensive state vacation.
Yo, where is it coming from?
They don't know that. It's literally in the warehouse. I mean, storage unit.
That's not a good thing, man. Not for the backwood community. That's not a good thing for us.
What do you mean?
People that smoke, bro, that's not good. You said 2 million. How much? 700,000 pounds.
770.
Thousand?
No, pounds. 770.
Oh, that ain't too bad.
That ain't too bad?
Nah.
Still $2 million.
Yeah, that's still gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt some city or some state. I mean, as long as we keep getting the good, then we good. I don't want to run out of the good stuff, bro. I just don't want to do it.
What you mean?
Don't want to do it.
You don't want to what?
Run out of the good stuff.
What is the good stuff? What's the good stuff?
You know.
Tell me. Give me an example of what the good stuff is.
That puff pass, man. I'm talking about that stuff that keep burning when you inhale it. You go. You look at it. When you look at it, it's still burning.
I thought you meant good stuff like
you
information.
You can snip the smoke.
I thought you meant like good stuff like information.
That stuff.
How does that happen? I don't get it. You lost me. I don't know. You be losing me. I be sitting there like, what is he talking about?
I feel like I got high off just smoking that imaginary weed, bro. Just the thought of it, bro. I feel kind of funny.
Did you hear about the NBA players? Did you hear about the 18 NBA players indicted for the whole scam they did, the healthcare scam?
18?
Yeah, you got the boy Big Baby from the Celtics. He got him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
18.
So they had it says within like $4 million, but
right.
they was putting in fraudulent insurance claims.
Oh yeah.
Health and dentist.
Dang, man.
And it's been going on since 2017 to 2020.
I saw the pictures.
And this is a federal charge. The feds did an investigation, so they will go to jail.
18. They indicted 18 NBA players.
These are the ex guys. These guys are doing, but
was they broke? They must have been Baby was making money.
That's what he said. He was on the plane.
He was with the Celtics.
Yeah, and he got a ring.
He got a ring with them.
Right.
Garnett and them.
Right.
Oh man, I remember he got a nice contract. Nice contract.
But what do you think about that whole concept?
I think that a lot of them NBA players they live a certain lifestyle, and I think if they can't continue that lifestyle, I think some of them rather die. And I know that's a harsh thing to say, but I think they rather take their own life than have to go back to where they were, to the point that they reached. Because you got to think about how they live. You know what I mean? And you're talking about, how they live, the women in their life, the people, and it could be, listen, it's a lot of fake people in their life, but they don't know that. And they're afraid to lose it. So think about it. You can't do that no more.
All right, I don't know what's worse, that or the gay Superman comic that's about to come out.
Oh, my God. Well, watch the word gay. I don't know. Can we use the word gay?
Yeah, gay is clean.
Happy people. I just stick with the happy people.
I mean, all right, gay is clean.
All right, gay is clean.
Lesbian and gay is clean. That's why it's called the LG. It's all spelled out.
I don't care about that, bro. I ain't even trying to pronounce it.
Listen.
What?
They're making a gay Superman.
Who?
November 9th. DC Comics. So his name is John Kent, which is Clark Kent's son. Yeah, it's going to come out November 9th, man.
Ain't nobody watching that, man.
It's a comic book.
Man, ain't nobody going to go see that.
It's a comic book.
Ain't nobody going to go see it.
What do you think about that? I wanted to just, before we close
I think it's idiotic. I think it's idiotic.
Why is it idiotic?
It's dumb.
Why is it idiotic?
Come on, man.
They got to adjust to the culture today. So the Superman, you had to reform him to make him
So
fit.
it's going to be a comedy. Basically, it's going to be a comedy.
It's a comic.
No, comedy.
Comic book.
Oh, love, bro. I don't want to have nothing to do with that. Nah, I ain't trying. I ain't trying, you know. Nah.
I know you didn't like that topic.
Gay Superman.
Exactly.
Bro.
Well, they said he's bisexual.
Who cares?
Right.
So you're gonna be going around doing Superman stuff.
Here it goes.
I mean, come on, bro.
Go ahead, say it. Go ahead.
You're gonna be doing the man stuff. you gonna fly to Woody's, go up in Woody's with your cape on.
Yo, go ahead. I'm gonna say, what are you gonna do?
Dance with his boyfriend on the floor or something. What the heck is going on? Then he gonna fly off. Excuse me, I'll be back. What the? Come on, man. Nah, man, we ain't doing that, bro. We ain't doing the gay. Nah.
It's already gonna happen though.
Dog. You superhero. Shit. Sheesh.
I know, right?
I just took out one of the hardest criminals on the planet, and then I went back to the sweet juice. Come on, man. Nah. The community might go see it.
You know, there's nothing to see. It's a comic. You have to buy the book.
Oh, it's a comic. Oh, I thought he was trying to make a movie.
Nah, so it says it's a comic book.
I know you're getting ready to do your thing, but before you do your thing, I just wanted to let the audience know next week we be doing live music. You know, since we can't get it edited right away, it'd be instrumental and live performances.
I don't know why he ever talks about this before we have our meeting, because everything we
just had a meeting.
We have a meeting and we got to agree on it, so we can't even talk about
agreement.
it. You don't want to lie
ain't
to
no
the fans.
Agreement. We just had the meeting. Me and you just had the meeting.
We know it don't work that way.
Live instrumental music.
I have no idea what he's talking about, but listen,
uncut.
If you like what you listen to, you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe to all channels. Follow us on every platform: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. You know, we do what we do. Billionaire Radio. This show brought to you by An Outfit for You, Michael Keenan, Michael@anoutfitforyou.com. And on that note, we out.
We is.
You gotta do it again.
Billions.
Them niggas open the plastic and